Hey viewers, if you would like to get too soon trending news videos, please subscribe to our channel, Daily Talent Show, and stay with us. Most people know David Walliams as a humorous, funny guy and incredibly successful children's book author. However, Walliams has struggled with his mental health for a long period behind the scenes. He has discussed this publicly on several occasions. In 2019, the star, who is presently a judge on Britain's Got Talent, spoke publicly about his struggle with depression during an episode of Bear Grylls' ITV program Bear's Mission. Walliams talked candidly about his own attempt at suicide in a setting far different from his usual one, but also on how having his son Alfred altered his life. Walliams has acknowledged in previous interviews that she has struggled with depression. "I have experienced really depressing times in my life that have lasted a very long time." The celebrity also talked about his battle with depression in his 2012 book, Camp David, noting the time of day he had his lowest points. "Many depressed persons attest that the worst time of day is early in the morning," the author noted. "You are by yourself at 4 a.m. no one to give a call to. I was afraid in addition to the awful basic melancholy I was experiencing, fear of everything, including love, life, death, and everything else." Prior to continuing, let me say, this continued for 6 months. After disclosing his past to Grylls, Walliams said he was in a better place, especially now that his son, whom he shares with his ex-wife Lara Stone, was born. "One great thing about becoming a parent is that your whole life starts revolving around them, and you do stop dwelling on your own problems so much, because you don't have time to," the Little Britain actress continued. "I'm definitely in a better place now." The celebrity did, however, acknowledge that one of the many possible causes of his sadness may have been the dissolution of his marriage in 2015. He said, "End of relationships, all kinds of things can take you to a very bleak place." In an effort to assist others get through their difficult moments, Walliams has consistently urged those who are experiencing mental health issues to reach out and talk to someone, even in the face of his own struggles. He said, "I always tell people in that situation to tell your family, tell your friends, and seek help. I think people don't seek help because it affects a lot of people and is also somewhat fixable." According to the Survey of Mental Health and Well-being in England, 1 in 6 adults over the age of 16 reported having symptoms of a common mental health issue, such as anxiety or depression. More recent data, however, from the Office for National Statistics, ONS, showed that following the onset of the COVID-19 epidemic, a higher percentage of individuals in Great Britain reported having moderate to severe depression symptoms. Prevalence was 10% in polls conducted from July 2019 to March 2020, but by June 2020 it had increased to 19%, and by January to March 2021 it had reached 21%. Mind, a well-known mental health charity in the UK, defines depression in particular as a poor mood that interferes with one's day-to-day activities. Depression, in its most basic form, can simply mean feeling depressed. At this point, depression doesn't prevent you from living a regular life. Instead, it makes everything more difficult and less worthwhile. In the worst case, depression has the potential to be fatal. People may be told they have mild, moderate, or severe depression after receiving a diagnosis. This explains the kind of effect your symptoms are having on you right now and the kind of treatment that is probably going to be suggested. The following are some of the most typical indications and symptoms of depression.